So this journey from survival mode to living and thriving has me freezing up on myself and just freezing, can't make a move, and just feeling like overwhelmed because it's just so much to do, or it feels like so much that I have to do. I have to keep reminding myself that I just need to take it one step at a time. It's not an overnight fix, it is a journey, a step by step journey that I am fully prepared and ready to take on. Because I've been living in survival mode for so long, for so many years, and being in survival mode is basically just living for this moment. Not you. I lost any ability to think long term, or to make any long term plans, or to just to put any plans into place. You know that you want things, you see things that you want to accomplish, but you really don't have the capacity to put the plans in place to achieve those things. So since I've officially started this journey of the transformation from survival mode to living and thriving, what that requires me to do is to basically come face to face with all the things that I have been running from all these years, but not aware that I have been running from them, like I've been literally hiding from them and not willing to face them. And it all comes from a place of fear of failure. Like if you never do something, or if you never face something, or if you never start something, then you can't fail at something that you never try at, right? Or you never do. So that has basically been subconsciously what has been going on in my mind. So now the first and most basic step after you've gotten past the stage of just coming to terms with where you are, and just really just stop, take a breath, and just relax, and ground yourself, like really come to terms with where you are, and take a 360 of your life. Then the next step on the journey would be to start going into little routines. And when I tell you that just the idea of going into routines has me like literally frozen, like the thought of it, I think about it and my body is paralyzed, my mind is paralyzed, I'm paralyzed. And I just, because for so long I've always seen or interpreted routines as just boring and you know uneventful, and I've always thought that my personality was just on the go, spontaneous, impulsive, and I've always embraced that part of me, that I've always come to embrace myself as being that. And the truth of the matter is, those things were symptoms of my chronic neurological disorder of living extendedly, or for an extended period, in survival mode, which is meant to just be a momentary thing, a temporary state, survival instinct. Something bad happens, or you find yourself in a really bad or dangerous situation, your survival mode is supposed to chip in to help you to get out of that situation. And then once that situation passes, you're supposed to regulate and to go back to your normal state, which is peace and safety and calm. But for me and people like me, we've been living in survival mode for as far back as we can remember, for different reasons. For me personally, it's because of how traumatic and unhealthy my childhood was, and the programming from my childhood. So when I tell you that now, going into and starting to, like, wanting to take control and to make the shift and to rewire my mind and my life and to reprogram myself. And I get to the point where I have to, where I now need to, or I now get to put routines in place. Mm. I keep just freezing up. I keep just freezing up, but I know I have to do it. I know it has to be done because it's a part of the process. It's a part of the transformation. It's a part of the transition. And if I ever intend or plan to get from where I am, from survival mode to living and thriving, and to shift my brain, to reprogram my brain, and to reactivate the parts of my brain that need to be reactivated, like the prefrontal cortex and the amygdala, I have to, these are the things I need to do. And now that I understand and I've learned that predictability means safety, translates to safety, and not just boredom, it actually means safety. And that's something I also have to be getting used to mentally, because for so many years I've always seen routine and predictability as just boredom, just boring, just boring. But it's because I didn't know any different. I wasn't used to anything different. Unpredictability was my life. I was, as a child, I was walking on eggshell. My life was literally, if you don't do this, we're going to, you're going to get sent away. So you never know. It's like you're walking on eggshells and you never know when you're going to end up doing something that's going to trigger the response of you being sent somewhere that you're made to feel and to think and to believe that is bad for you. So it's just the unpredictability of it all, and having to just always be catering to other people's feelings, trying not to rock the boat, and um, making the adults around you feel good, and you do things to please them so that they can feel good. So your entire life has just been about making other people feel good so that you don't get sent away. You don't get sent away to the place that you're told that is not good for you. And so I've spent my life running away from things. And in running away from things, I wasn't running towards anything, but I was running away from things. And to the point where I ended up running away from even the things that were meant to be good for me and to help me to thrive and to live as a human being. So I've I'm doing good on the awareness part of it, the awareness of where I am and where I need to be. And I'm doing good on the, just taking a breath, just breathing, just reminding myself that I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. I am safe. And I must and have to take care of me before I can take care of anybody else. Or to put it in terms that, we use on a daily, I have to please myself before I can turn around and please anybody else. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at. I'm at the stage now where I need to start implementing my routines, and it has me running scared. But most of the literature that I have read, it says change starts or change happens in the moment that you make the decision. You have to decide, and I have decided that I am going to shift and make the transition from living in survival mode to living and thriving. So the decision has been made. There is no turning back. But there's this one hurdle that I need to get over, and I need to start so that the momentum can build, and so that I can, just keep going and going and going and going until I become a force of nature. Yeah. So that's where I'm at with that. I just wanted to share, and you can look forward to more of these unscripted, unfiltered updates on my journey from survival mode to living and thriving. Yeah, survival mode to living and thriving, because we were meant to live and thrive. We were created for success. And this is not an official family focused video, but I want to take this moment also to say to anyone at any age, any stage at life, no matter your station in life, that it's never too late to change, to move, or to walk away from something. If you are in an environment that is not supporting you, and you know that an environment is not supporting you because deep down in your soul, as the mother said, in your hearts of hearts, you don't feel like you're growing and thriving. You feel suffocated, you feel stifled. You're living and you're moving and you're doing things, but you're not growing. You're not stimulated. And you have a longing, just know that you can, and you have a right to leave, to move, or to change. It is your right. It is your right. And it doesn't matter what your past has been. It doesn't matter who your parents are or were, and what they did and who they were. Environment trumps DNA every time. Every time. So you are not sentenced to a life of negativity and crumbs because of who your parents are or were. You are not. You are not. So you can leave, you can move, and you can change. Yeah. And you should do it for you. And if you have children, do it for you so that your children will benefit from you being the happiest and the best version of yourself. Do it for you. Alright, so I didn't mean for this video to be so long, but until my next update, thank you so much for watching, and I will continue to share this journey with you guys. I am super excited about it. I'm super excited about it, and I hope that somebody somewhere will take some type of encouragement from this video, because separate and apart from me just sharing my journey because I want to, I'm also sharing because I'm hoping that someone somewhere can and will be inspired by my journey. I know it's not flashy and I don't have the aesthetics and I don't this and that, but as I have been learning, that true self-worth comes from within, and you don't or shouldn't depend on external things and people for your validation. I'm at a place now where I feel like things, the value of garbage should change because of my presence. That's how I feel like this thing that is considered or was considered garbage should now be considered something valuable simply because I touched it or my presence. That's that's the type of internal validation that I'm working towards. Yeah. Have a good night, y'all. This video was not supposed to be this long.